Anthropology is a field of study that looks at humans, their history, and their cultures. Although it has only been a formal academic discipline for less than 200 years, people have wondered about where humans come from and why we are different from one another for a very long time. In the United States, anthropology is usually divided into four main areas: biological or physical anthropology, archaeology, linguistics, and sociocultural anthropology. Even though these areas are different, they all help us understand humans better, with a special focus on culture. Culture is the main idea that connects all parts of anthropology. An early anthropologist, Sir Edward Burnett Tylor, defined culture in 1871. He said culture includes knowledge, beliefs, art, morals, laws, customs, and any other skills people learn as members of society. A more recent definition by Daniel G. Bates and Elliot M. Fratkin describes culture as a system of shared beliefs, values, customs, and objects that people use to cope with their world and with each other. Culture is passed down from one generation to the next through learning. Biological anthropology is the study of how humans evolved and developed physically. The study of human evolution began with geologists in the 18th and 19th centuries who looked at fossils. Two important events in the 1850s helped shape this field: the discovery of the first Neanderthal fossil in Germany and Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. These discoveries provided a way to understand how humans changed over time. As time went on, scientists found more fossils in different parts of the world, such as Africa, China, and Indonesia. These discoveries helped them develop models of human evolution. At first, they thought there were two species of humans: Homo sapiens, which includes modern humans and Neanderthals, and an older species called Pithecanthropus erectus. But as they found more fossils, especially in Africa, their ideas about human evolution changed. Significant fossil finds, like those made by Louis and Mary Leakey in Tanzania, and Donald Johansson's discovery of Lucy in Ethiopia, have helped us understand how humans developed. These findings suggest that humans began walking on two legs as early as 4.5 to 5 million years ago, which allowed our ancestors to use tools. Biological anthropology also looks at other primates like chimpanzees and gorillas to understand human behavior. This helps us see the biological changes that led to the development of Homo sapiens. Biological anthropology also includes forensic anthropology, which helps solve crimes, and studies that explore how culture and biology affect health and disease. Archaeological anthropology is the study of past human cultures through the objects they left behind. Archaeology began in the 18th century, when wealthy Europeans started collecting ancient artifacts. However, it became a scientific discipline in the 19th century. Two important developments in the 1830s advanced archaeology: the discovery of prehistoric stone tools in France and the creation of the three-age system, Stone, Bronze, and Iron Ages, which helped archaeologists understand the order in which ancient cultures developed. As archaeology grew in the 20th century, it expanded to study the evolution of human cultures in different regions, such as the ancient Near East, Mesoamerica, and others. Archaeologists use the material remains of past societies to understand how cultures changed over thousands of years. In recent years, archaeological anthropology has split into two main approaches: processual and post-processual. Processual archaeology focuses on how ancient people adapted to their environments, while post-processual archaeology looks at the daily lives, beliefs, and social structures of these people. Today, archaeology includes special areas like urban archaeology, which studies ancient cities, and industrial archaeology, which looks at life during the early industrial period. Archaeologists also study the lives of women, ordinary people, and the poor, instead of just focusing on elites. Scientific advances, like analyzing ancient diets, have also led to new areas of research. Linguistic anthropology is the study of language, which is how culture is passed from one generation to the next. Linguistics began in the late 18th century with Sir William Jones, who noticed connections between different languages. This led to the study of how languages change over time. In the early 20th century, Ferdinand de Saussure introduced a new way of studying language. He focused on the basic rules of language, rather than just how people speak it. This led to the creation of important ideas like phonemes, the smallest units of sound that change meaning, and morphemes, the smallest units of meaning. Linguistic anthropology, a branch of linguistics, looks at how language and culture are connected. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis suggests that the structure of a language influences how its speakers see the world. This idea is still debated, but it has had a big impact on anthropology. Sociocultural anthropology is the study of culture itself, especially in its many modern forms. This branch focuses on understanding different societies and cultures, often through fieldwork. The origins of sociocultural anthropology are linked to colonialism, as European expansion into other parts of the world led to questions about cultural differences. Early sociocultural anthropologists like Sir Edward Burnett Tylor and Lewis Henry Morgan developed theories of unilineal evolution. They believed all cultures progressed from savagery to civilization. These theories were later criticized for being biased and based on incomplete data. Franz Boas, an important figure in American anthropology, challenged these early theories. He promoted cultural relativism, the idea that each culture should be understood on its own terms. Boas and his students, like Ruth Benedict and Margaret Mead, emphasized the importance of fieldwork and the need to respect cultural diversity. In the mid-20th century, new approaches like cultural ecology, which looks at how cultures adapt to their environments, and symbolic anthropology, which studies the meanings people attach to cultural practices, became important. More recently, postmodernism has influenced sociocultural anthropology, encouraging anthropologists to question their own biases and the power dynamics in their work. Anthropology, with its 4 branches, biological anthropology, archaeology, linguistics, and sociocultural anthropology, helps us understand the story of humanity. Each branch offers insights into human evolution, the development of cultures, the role of language, and the structure of societies. As anthropology continues to grow, it remains focused on exploring the complexities of human life, guided by the idea of culture. This exploration not only helps us understand our past, but also offers insights into our future.